He walked me through.
He at one point was on Texas.
For everything, I was like,
Before he was in and last year he was with the Steelers. So you're like waiting
Today,
easily, yeah. So I didn't get any bonus bets that like you get from side because I lost. Yeah, that's right. So I was like going around after I win, like we're high fiving in the studio and stuff like that.
What have I done?
And I said the same shit I just tried telling you. I was like, well, guys, I'm not really. I do it once in a while. Lie. Yeah, that's right. So close. My straight bets make my parlay this year. I gotta do it smart. Just straight bets. Yep. But the parlay rush is so fun.
Yep.
Like that fourth quarter that game last week. So I was on the edge of my seat for last quarter.
For the Bucks game?
Yeah, yeah. I was on the edge of my seat.
Great. And then also, as long as you can afford it, man, it's way worth it.
Yeah, well, my.
Also much easier from our laptop. You can download it, figure it out.
Just because, like, we do what we do, you know? So, like.
Yep. I'll pick up the word.
But I mean, limiting yourself because that is not limiting yourself.
No, yeah, no, absolutely not.
I usually don't do more than $10 than that, but I would routinely have more than $100 in my Saturday.
Yep. Seems better too. I don't think college football that much. Like this, the only one I actually dropped this year is when we were focused, but just Bates and I were out with his buddy. We all went play on LSU money, which was great.
Yeah.
Like when you're around people like that, it's
Yeah.
like it's a great feeling, you know. But
We'll do that when I'm driving these guys sometimes. We'll all that stuff.
yeah.
Like we put it out on a random side. Just because it was something to listen to.
Right.
And we just spent 3 hours on cheering for everything. That's awesome. You know,
Let's cut
yeah.
dudes being dudes.
Right.
That's good. It's never too cold.
So I came home.
Is that what, yeah?
Dinner, yeah, maybe.
Face full ice cream?
Face first and ice cream.
It's funny.
I had under 9.5 points in the first quarter last week. And
Oh, you said you got a suggestion on that? Four?
this is not, there's no way with these two teams to stay up.
You're going to Houston today?
Really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Unbelievable.
But if there's anything that you hear, that you don't like this, you know.
And then who would have known the second? I mean, like the thing is, like Cowboys are driving first, so like because one or two plays in that
It's like
first
work.
quarter.
Yeah.
So like it's just one of those things where you're just like completely expired. You're watching the clock and see expired, completely expired.
It was pretty much the only way under 9.5 in the first quarter. You know, I really should have won more money.
Yeah, and then that Jake Ferguson was nice, but I didn't have a complete out. Jake Ferguson wasn't nice straight pass, but actually done him hot goal.
Hey, Carl,
This week.
mention this to Josh.
Hot goal is just
Somebody
like
said
coward.
Tuesday on David Cage made
You know, I saw this sneaky joke about the playoff game, and he's totally wrong about it, but
done. And just
Oh, that, the whole line.
yeah,
Gotcha.
like that team was ordered, there's nothing.
I don't see what else.
Because the
they
one
want
thing I'll say is like,
Trust,
I don't think
trust
it'd
me
be
to try to
cowardly.
burn one before it gets after.
Punting at 4th and 2 or 9 that game, that's being a coward. But in a league where there's so many safety gestures, to me, that's the one of the few legitimate, you know what? Why am I gonna beat my guys up for 3 or 4 more plays for no reason? Let's
Did
take
you
the
wait till after when the kids are back?
I can't, like I said, yeah.
That is correct. I'm looking
What's
at
the date on
something
that?
lost.
Oh, no, if I was you, I'd.
The following.
But no, that's not like
Back to the farm, we have to try.
Sorry, do you want tickets?
See, I went really before that. Before Thanksgiving.
No,
Are you buying them for other people?
I wanted to go see what.
There's no bills left.
Man, if you're buying them for other people, I'll take it.
Good call too, right?
So yes,
But I didn't want you to
Monday,
miss out.
Tuesday?
how about the only ones?
Thank you. I actually, sorry, I'm gonna take my chances to go to the Sabres games, right?
Is that the live show or the musical? Live show?
Monday, Tuesday,
Well, yeah, it's the thing that brings it. Because I remember, I was looking at first quarter, and then like, he's like, stats. I was like, wow, the Bills' pass defense has been, oh wait, Sean Tucker.
Yeah.
How could you deserve it?
Try to get in the city school.
White's
and-
brush
What,
game.
mine is the opposite.
Is it?
I get
Right.
up and wiggle like this on the league. Immediately too. Exceptional.
Right.
Off, and then it's just been
Well, yeah.
straight downhill.
Stay out of winds so quick. But yeah,
CD
I'll send out that email.
Every time Jake Cook scored a touchdown each year, is like.
Yeah, I just noticed like.
Yeah, so yes,
That's
Like
not
that
good
too.
enough for your CD and yours, just not. What did you, I don't know how, I don't think about the score.
He did not, I didn't, that was a low scoring game where I learned a couple field goal females, so I had that on the first one. Actually, the only guy who gave out last night was, and that's just kind of like confirm it. Eventually, I faked to, forgot
I
to
doubt
back
they
out
will pass
there,
that
so I beat him by 7 points.
We'll go past
He's
the
not
day now.
coming.
Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, no, but I'm saying he because of that.
There's two practices, Michael Schwartz now this year.
If you look at the protocol, you need
Yeah, if it's a Thursday night, Sunday. I mean, a week, you know what I'm saying? That's all right.
but I mean, that basically confirms it.
I got you.
There's no way they're gonna come.
No.
Going short pass. But he's the only one that short pass.
Right.
No one else.
He just goes out there and he's the only guy. They do one of these. Get ready, let's go, bam, bam, we're back.
He got 5 pads in, he pads all the time.
That's right.
That could be nice. Joe, what'd you do with your Wednesday afternoon? I went to the dance, funeral, Yes. Sitting next to George Bush Airport. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. You have to be Joe. Oh, we could do that instead of this meeting. This would be fun.
No, I think the place is only 6 feet under.
I laughed.
Okay. Może jakaś, nie?
We can only invite you to hang out with us so many times.
I got in early, so that
You
my
said
rate
it was
was
gonna be
completely
a
round
shock.
trip, so that was a good class.
Okay.
Very responsible, people are dying to go to that.
Hey, that was good.
Where's that through? Is it, that's not direct, is it?
No.
Look at your screen.
It's like Farino.
The Perino shit he drink is like right in front and center there. Here, boy, come on.
I missed the whole thing, I just heard my name, which,
We'll tell you about that. Yeah, right now.
See how long the delay is.
That's a hell of a delay.
Right. Well, you know, it takes a signal a number of seconds to go through the air, back through the air.
That's why I like, remember like old school, it's like, oh, we now send it to our filter, everybody can see it.
Wow, we're still going.
Yeah, Tom.
Right. That is a crazy delay. Scott, is this yesterday's feed?
Some people refuse to go.
Wow.
There we go.
Wow.
That is like, that's like 30 seconds.
That's a long time.
Oh, it's, yeah, it's streaming, so.
By the
it's,
time McDermott talked about his injuries today, we'll be giving him post-game comments that he's
Right.
yesterday.
It's so good.
All right, good afternoon. Injury update here for you. So Dalton, Darian Mathis, Nicole Hardman, Curtis Samuel all will not practice today. And then the rest, list I gave you yesterday is pretty much unchanged in terms of that group of guys who are limited today. We'll be in a walkthrough setting. So with that, I'll take your questions.
Sean, how much of these short weeks is more an endurance test, trying to take all the hours you work in a normal week and jam them into 3 days, and how much is it being smart about what things to not do and what things to focus on?
Yeah, efficiency is critical, but also trying to be as thorough as you can be, trying to kind of skinny it down for the players into bolder form that they can take onto the field and execute with them.
Is it easier to do these things when you've had now 2 tries of doing it this year?
Or eight plus years of doing it. Yeah, I mean, you kind of get into a routine that you put into place on a week like this, and like I said, you try and just simplify the process and get the pieces you need out of it while trying to get, in particular, the players the rest that they need.
Yesterday, I think we didn't hear about Connor ahead of practice. Is that something that popped up during the walkthrough? Connor McGovern was limited yesterday.
He just wasn't on the list. Yeah.
When you look at the defense, how good are they from your perspective?
The Texans defense, yeah, very talented. They put together a good defense with, different spots, critical positions, as we talk about position value, that, the guys are playing well for him. And D'Amico knows defense and got a lot of respect for him as a football coach. And he's had a good defense there for, just about every year he's been there.
Sean, how much does physicality, how physical they are on that side of the ball stand out to you?
Yeah, it's big. I mean, they got some guys that, have that are big in stature and yet have twitch to them, and really at all 3 levels of their defense. So it's, both corners are really good, and their safety play is excellent as well. And so the front and the back end are working together.
Sean, when did you know that Trevor Bernard could be a captain of this team?
Well, I believe it was his second year he started at the middle linebacker position. So normally that's what you're looking for in a captain, is someone that can captain the defense to begin with. Starting there is an important facet of it, and then in the respect that his teammates showed that they had for him, and the way he handled himself off the field with winning habits, the way he handled himself on the field. So those two go hand in hand.
How have you seen him grow in the capacity of being a captain on this team?
Well, leadership's important, right? Player-driven leadership. I've said that this a million times over, is really the team gets a lot of their direction from the leadership group, and that's critical for us. That they lead by example. They lead with their voices as well, and TB's at the top of that list with our leadership component. Josh being the other captain here. So I mean, those two are important for us and influence the team in a lot of ways.
Sean, granted that it's a short week, how Keon has responded the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I mean, right now it's called a day and a half since game day, so I'm aware of how he handled it, publicly, and I appreciate that, respect that, and now it's, again, one day at a time, and earning the trust and respect of the teammates, and that takes time, and so but each day that goes by, you check them off as wins, the trust builds, so that's the important piece of it.
Is there an expectation Gabe would be elevated to a Thursday game, and how he performed last night?
We'll see. Again, similar to Keon, one day at a time. We'll see how it all comes together come Thursday night.
Sean, what's been your message this week to the team about kind of not riding that wave? A rough game 2 games ago, nice bounce back effort, kind of staying the course.
Yeah, it's important. It is important. Every week, every day, you can't take it for granted in life, and also in this case, NFL football. So we've got work to do, going out there to practice, and nothing's going to be handed to us. It's a good football team we're playing, as you mentioned, #1 defense, I believe, in the NFL, and they've got weapons on offense as well. So we're going to have our hands full.
Sean, I've seen in this week, Max and Trey basically get roughly the same amount of snaps. How have you seen those two at sort of these different parts of their careers handle that? What have you seen from both of them in those roles?
Yeah, a very team-oriented approach. I'm sure Trey, like anybody, wants more reps. Max, on the other hand, a young player that is eager to get as many reps as he can to grow and learn, and playing time. So these players are here. They love playing time, all of them. There's not one of them is saying, hey, coach, don't put me in. So, which I respect that. They want to be out there, and both of those players fit that mold to a T.
If it is David who plays quarterback for Houston, what have you seen from him in the last couple of weeks?
Good player. He moves their offense. He's mobile, smart, and knows where to go with the ball. And it looks to me like they're playing well with him under center.
I know it was a different season, but was last year's game against Houston kind of like the turning point for the offense? Because it felt like it really struggled in that game, and then it kind of bounced back and got back up to the standard after that. Was that like the moment when you guys realized, like, where you kind of started to see it trend back in the right direction?
I would say it was definitely a moment that we had to learn from as an offense, and the challenge then that response kind of brought to the table was taken head on, and then consistently every game after that. So that challenge is what's back in front of us this week.
Regarding Gabe, how did he come through the game physically, and is he in a spot in his recovery that would he be able to be called up again on such short notice, knowing what he's going through?
Yeah, I think John kind of alluded to that topic, Jay. We'll see where it goes this week. All things considered, in terms of his, kind of where he's come from and then played the game. I think he's in a fairly decent spot, but I know he's sore, and so we'll see where it takes us this week.
Yeah, I guess I just meant physically, would he be able to make the short turnaround if that was something that you guys wanted to do?
Well, that's what I said. That's what we got to see, as we go, because again, he hadn't played in a while.
Sean has my cosmic leagues this week for
Yeah.
the guys and for you as well. How much do you get to learn about guys' interests and their foundations or whatever organization they're supporting through those?
Yeah, another cause behind, beyond the football field, which I believe is tremendous for, our country, tremendous for all those affected by the causes that the guys get behind across the league. It's really interesting to see, and I'm sure it'll be highlighted on television, and you get to see kind of behind the curtain a little bit of what's in the hearts of our players, and I think that's really good for society and great for the causes that they support.
Sean, why was the kick return so effective for you guys on Sunday?
Well, I mean, McCole has a history of doing that. Number one, the speed element is important. The kickoff plays changed. And with that, personnel changes a little bit too with it. So we could be here an hour and talk about it, but it's, it was field position wise, it's big, and we were able to gain field position. We kind of struggled with it before that. So there's three phases that contribute to winning, as we talk about a lot. So gaining field position is critical, and so I thought not only was McCole and then Ray really good, but the blocking was well done, and you have to have that as well. So that's an important piece for us. All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.